Good morning. It's still dark outside. Oh yes. But for the end of the week, I thought I'd give you a little bit of shoulder mobility exercise. Now this is something that has come up time and time again. And it's a bit of fun to start off with. I've got a friend who is extraordinarily good at this, to the fact that naturally, well, I'll explain as I go. So the question is, can you put your hands over your back, like so, yeah, and touch fingertips or even grab them. This time of the morning I can get my left hand pretty high up, but oh, that's really tight, and if I go the other way it's even worse. I really need to mobilise that, and it's something that I'm looking at the moment in order to help myself. For some people it's tight traps, chest, triceps. For other people it's front of the shoulder, rotator cuff. But no matter what it is, it's a really good way of increasing that range of motion in the shoulder. Help your press ups, pull ups, any exercise, but most of all, just to help you feel a little bit better. So, as I pop out the picture and back, you're going to need a towel or a tea towel or a t-shirt or something like that, or a band. Now, this is about a £25 band. I've got a £35 one hanging up. I prefer the 35. I want a little bit of give, but not too much. I'm going to show you what to do. Now, you can spend as little time as you want, or as much as you want. So, let's start off with the towel. The towel's the simplest one. Going to grab it at one end, going to drop it up the centre of the back, and you're going to take the other hand and you're going to grab the towel as high up the back as possible. Yeah. Now what you're looking for is, as I leave go of the towel here, is very little gap here. You want to aim to actually get the upper arm as tight to the torso and the hand as close up the back as possible. And take this hand, and at that point you're just going to extend a little bit, pulling a little bit, and breathe it in and out for maybe 10 breaths. And then relax. And then repeat. As simple as that. Now I've got enough length on it that I can put the towel, that I can pull a full extension, so I'm working my tricep isometrically, but I'm getting a good stretch over the front of the shoulder at that point. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the reverse. So I'm going to pull my left arm down, and I'm going to try and get my right elbow as tight to the ear as possible, which is where I find it difficult. Bare tummy, and I'm going to pull down with my left arm now, pulling my right arm back. Again, I want to go for 10 breaths. Good seated, because it'll stop you from leaning back. If you feel as if you're putting pressure on the neck, just relax a little bit. Keep the body as straight as possible and the spine as straight as possible. Yeah, and then we do both sides. And you can play with that, going back and forth. Once the shoulder starts to feel quite mobile, then you can do a drying your back technique. So from here we've got the gaps gone, got the arm to full extension, which is where I want. Now I'm going to come all the way down. See how far away this is? So I need to work on this a little bit more, yeah? So I'm pulling that down, and then we'll go to an extension, pulling with that arm to pull this arm back. Do you like that towel? There we go. So that's the towel, really simple. The band gives us a little bit of a further dimension, yeah, because the band is going to pull that a little bit more while still giving a little bit of resistance. We want to make sure that the arm that we're stretching, I'm going to stretch this one to start with, wants to be as passive as possible. So again, we're going to take the hand behind, put the hand as high up the back as possible, and all I want to do is I just want to extend. So now I've got a little bit of resistance from the band. You can see there's a little bit of give. I'm going to have a nice gentle. Now stretch. I can easily do this. So if my left arm is getting tired, I can leave this for 30 seconds. So I've still got the stretch happening. I've still got the hand nice and tight to the back, and it's a nice passive stretch happening. I release. I go to the other side, get that into position, take that as high up, extend, and if I want, again, I can bring that round so that it's more comfortable. Yeah, so that's with the band. And I can do the complete reverse at that point. So I'm now doing that. I'm just going to bring that hand round to the hip so I've got a little bit more stability. And I'm just letting that passively stretch, and I can really feel that across here and along there, especially into this deep area. We want to do that. So it's really simple ways of increasing that shoulder mobility, working the tricep, the lats, the traps, the rotator cuffs and the chest. Going to work on this whole area. So why did you have a go at that today? Great way of releasing some tension and getting the most out of your body. Have a great day. Bye now.